Last thing we're going to talk about today is building a combo to make a form. You don't want to start, like I said, you don't want to start a form from scratch from beginning to end. You want to build some combos first. An important thing to remember when doing a form are angles. Okay, using the camera as the judges, if I'm facing you as the judges, I don't want to do everything straight ahead. But in the same time, I don't want to do everything straight to the side, and I definitely don't want to do things to the back. If I have a really nice round kick, more than likely I want to do it straight to the judges because you can see it pointing straight in the air. But it's different from a side kick. A side kick, if I'm kicking straight up and I'm facing the judges, it's kind of hard to tell that I'm kicking straight up. So I'm going to want to kick to the side. You know, and I don't want to go to this side. I want to try to cover as much area to the area of the ring as possible. Say, for instance, I'm going off to this side and I'm doing my punches and stuff. Pow, pow. I do a kick, I land punch. Okay, now I want to go back to that angle. So I'm going to snap my head, pow, pow, spin, punch, front kick, pop up, front kick, land. Now I may spin backwards. Ha, now I'm going to go straight ahead, pow, pow, pow from there. So make sure that you're using all your angles. You don't want to have a two-dimensional form. You want to have a 3D form. What I mean by that, two-dimensional would be going straight back and straight forward. I can't really see what's going on, you know, because I'm only using crosshair angles. That would be like if I'm standing on this piece of concrete and there's lines going across, that's only going front to back and side to side. I don't want to do that. I want to go off at my angles and use as much rotation and circular motions as possible because it's going to make your form a little less what I call stale. You know, it won't look so much like a robot, it'll look more like fighting, which is what you want to try to accomplish. In putting a combo together, we'll do a couple of combos. You want to try a move, something maybe you do well. Okay, maybe you do one kick that's really nice. Okay, do that kick, try to come up with something before and after it. Okay, say you're a beginner, you know, you're just now starting out to do open forms, and you do a nice jump crescent kick, jump outward crescent kick, jump spin kick, coming around and landing. Okay, what do I want to do before that? Maybe let's put an axe kick before it, and then a jump spin kick, so that when I land, I'm right here. Now something has to follow it. That's not good enough for a section. You have to have a few more moves. Okay, so for my next section, maybe I'm going to reach down, grab, pull. Now what am I going to do? I'm in a twisted stance. I want to maybe do a spin. So I'm going to spin, punch. Now I'm going to switch my punch, and this is where my fast hips come in that we worked on before. Switch my punch, and then again fast hips into my punch. Now that could be considered one section. It's kind of a short section, but for time-wise on the tape, we'll just use that as a section. So again, section one, I may start from this position here. Knife hand. I'm going to go straight ahead with this section. Okay? I'm going to do an axe kick, jump outward crescent kick, land, and do my hand combos. So from there, right there. Now that may be one combo. Keep practicing that, working on that. Okay, build it to where you can do that one section flawless. You know, you don't want to go to a tournament and kind of have it there. So that when someone comes up and says, so how's your form? You don't want to answer them in, oh, I don't know, I'm not sure, we'll see. You know, no one wants to answer that way. You want to say, I feel good, I'm ready to go. Ha ha, I've been working out and I'm ready to do my form. That's how you want to be. So make it like that, practice it several times. The next combo, okay, say you want to do another hand combo. You're in this, okay, you just want to start from here. Okay, I just finished that one section. Now I'm going to move on. So I'm not going to start all the way over for my jump spin kick and keep building. I'm just going to start from the punch. What do I want to do now? Let's go off at an angle. I haven't went that side yet, so I'm going to go off to this angle. Maybe you do a chop, punch. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this angle over here because I haven't went to that angle. I'm going to use my hand combo that we went over at the beginning of this tape. I'm going to go under, over, and punch. Now I'm going to go back to the front and spin around, punch. Now I'm going back to my straight angle. There you go, there's another combo. Okay, so I've got that combo down and I like it. Let's practice it again. Hands out. I punch, punch, going to the opposite side. 1, 2, 3, looking back to the front, and I'm going to spin, punch from right there. And I keep practicing again. One more time, let's practice that. I'm punching, snap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, spin, punch, and back. There's two sections. That may not be a whole form, but now you have two sections to work with. What you want to do from there is build another 1, 2, 3 sections, however long you want your form to be. And nowadays, the ideal form for a tournament is about 1 minute. And in that 1 minute, what you want to do from the start to the end is explode. And what I like to say is keep the audience wanting more. You know, if you have a long form, even if you're doing some really nice stuff at the beginning, and you're going on, pow, 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 and you're doing your form, after you watch for so long, and the judges are the same way, you kind of get bored, and you kind of want to see something else. But if you start off from the very beginning, I grab your attention, and I keep going, for about 45 seconds to a minute long. And at the end of the 45 seconds or a minute, I stop and I end my form, people are still cheering. You want to stop your form while people are still yelling for you. If I'm doing my form, they get tired of watching, they're clapping, yeah, let's go, and then they kind of start dying out, and then you finish. Of course, they're going to clap for you at the end, but it's not going to be as loud, and it's not going to be as strong. But if you're going, and they're in the middle of cheering, they're yelling for you, and they're screaming, and you stop, pow, and you bow out, then their excitement is already up to this level, and it's going to keep going as they cheer for you. And the more cheers you get, the better it looks for you. And, you know, it may not be right, but it kind of helps you out a little bit as far as the scoring. You know, the judges may have missed something you did. But because everyone's going crazy, oh, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He did really well. Let's give him a higher score. Plus, personally, if people are yelling for me, it makes me a little more excited. You know, it's kind of like a high, a natural high. If I'm doing my form and it's dead silence, I'm barely into it. You know, I'm pretty much going through the moves. But if I'm doing my form and there's a crowd of people watching and they're all yelling, it's almost as if you feed off of their energy and it makes you a little more stronger and your adrenaline is up a little higher. So you want to be as strong as you can for as little time as possible.